What's up, guys? Everyone on YouTube, MainManSWE here, the dad of the Tekken community. The maturity, where there is none, only delivered by me. Never any childish jokes. So we're gonna do a Rage Drive tier list. A viewer on the stream here just blurted out, "Oh, why don't you do a Rage Drive tier list?" And that sounded so interesting that I actually I couldn't stop thinking about what are the best Rage Drives. So I thought we could make one. And immediately, to me, I'm going to put Steve here. To me, he has the best Rage Drive in the game. It's pretty much perfect. It's a very long range, 14 frame mid launcher that is homing and is +7 on block, and there is no execution whatsoever. To me, no Rage Drive can touch that one. Then afterwards, you have Xiaoyu with her infamous Rage Drive. It's a unseeable low launcher, safe, super good, obviously. And then after that, those two, you can probably put them on the same spot. Those really stand out. And after that, let's see. Now it becomes a little bit harder. I do want to find King. And this is so laughable. Like, on paper, when you look at all of their tools, King fucking slays this guy. Armor King. His cooler counterpart. His cooler twin. The Chad King. But even when you look at only Rage Drive, like King's Rage Drive, so much better than Armor King's. Armor King's is a half-assed 50-50 that doesn't really work because it can be ducked, sidestep, you name it. Doesn't have a lot of range. King's, there are about 27 different things you can do with his Rage Drive. So I'm gonna put King around here. We'll see. It stands out at least. Heihachi's used to be really bad, back to 1+2, and then he got in Season 2, jab back to 1+2, and suddenly it's really, really good. Kazi has a really good one. Jin, not so much. Lars, no. Akuma doesn't have one. Alisa is alright. Hwoarang, Devil Jin is among the lower ones. I would say Lars as well. Jin is around mid-tier, I think. Hwoarang is pretty decent. His combo filler Rage Drive with quadruple kicks, not so much. But the pressure Rage Drive that can be used in combos, it's quite alright. Draganov's is good. Brian's is good. Nina's is good. You don't have one. Fakumram. Zafina is not very good. Ganryu is not very good. Leroy is okay. Gigas. Eliza doesn't have one, right? Yeah, Paul's is good. So at the very top, we will have these two. After that, it's just the fact that Heihachi's comes from a jab that makes it so scary. How he can interrupt you with that, counter hit, and then the whole thing is guaranteed and it does millions of damage. Whereas combo filler gives him enormous comeback potential. It's +7 on block. It's just really good. Oh, what is Ling's Rage Drive on block? No one? What is Ling's rage drive on block? Isn't it safe? No one. Okay? No one knows. 800 people watching. Oh, then it is safe then. Someone said it was unsafe. Oh, guys. It's so much easier if y'all just shut the fuck up. Thanks. Lay, really bad. Law is bad. Bob is pretty good. Alyssa is good, to be honest. She has a good rage drive. Asuka has a good rage drive. Lily, not so much. Feng Wei is alright. Leo is alright. Draganov's, maybe it should be there. Man, Yoshi's, I don't really know. Like, I never really see. I know it's the CD1. It's a super version of it. It is pretty good, right? And you can do double bound. Yeah, it's good. It does a lot of damage as well. Katarina. Big damage. But mostly as a combo filler tool, right? It's not very good in the neutral because she has to do it from her step. Her stance. Katarina is bad in neutral. It's only a combo filler. That's not very good. Jax is not good. It's a slow debugger. It's a better hell sweep, but that's not a very good rage drive in my opinion. Claudio's gives him starburst and plus frames. It's pretty good. Kazumi's is good combo filler and good in the neutral. Chloe, I don't know, she does a couple of flips. Josie, is she jumping double knee, right? I never see Josie played, so it's like, okay. Shaheen's is duckable. It's mid-high, right? So you can duck the second hit. It's not very good. Ooh, Marduk. That is an interesting rage drive, and that immediately strikes me as very powerful. So I put Kazi up here because his rage drive is tracking, crushes a lot, does a lot of damage, transitions to devil, excellent combo filler. I find it's really good. But maybe Brian and Paul deserve to be here as well. Brian's just does everything. Launches super high, combo filler. It's just a perfect rage drive. Paul's is 1 frame faster than a normal Death Fist. It's a super Death Fist. Comes out at 14 frames if you do it perfectly. Super long range, high damage, wall splat. It's very strong. And Marduk's rage drive needs no introduction, I think. Asuka similar to Brian. But Asuka's is slower, isn't it? You have to press forward 1+2. And that's always worse than just pressing back 1+2. Always worse. Master Raven. Oh, God, I'm so unsure of what it does. I know what it looks like, and she's probably plus, but... Eddie's puts him in relaxed stance plus frames. Miguel's used to be fucking useless. One of the absolute worst. But it's better now. You know what? Laws is terrible because it's reactable. Dragon Tail is what? 27 frames. So, probably the worst one. Although I gotta say, Armor Kings is really bad. Counter it while standing one. Oh, Josie's is really good. Green rank, you have to understand that no one plays Josie. You know about Josie, I don't, and no one else does. It's almost like your character doesn't exist, green rank, you know? It's like... Never see Josie. Lee's doesn't strike me as very good. Turns while standing 2-3 into a launcher, but in the neutral, kicks them too far away to get any pressure, in my opinion. Oh, it's -1 on block. Fuckum Rams gives damage +1. Does have a Hell Sweep Rage Drive as well. Let's see. Panda, boom. Kuma. Oh, his Rage Drive is really good. That launches a grounded opponent. Yeah, I think that one's really good. Noctis. +2. Infinite range. But it's so steppable. It's rather gimmicky, in my opinion. But it does have infinite range. Julia seems good. Negan, I'm not in love with. No, that's not a good rage drive. It's more of a combo utility. Anna, I'm not a fan of either. Feels more combo utility. But honestly, I almost want to put Gigas here. I find his rage drive to be really bad. Lay, also, all of the rage drives are from stands. That's not good at all. Miguel. I mean, is it honestly... Isn't it still pretty shit, to be honest? And Armor Kings... Does anyone use Armor King's Rage Drive? I think Armor King's Rage Drive is terrible. Terrible. Many times it will connect and a follow-up tombstone will whiff. And it's too risky. It's not very fast. It's high. Short range. Steppable to both sides. It's just not a good rage drive. I don't see JDCR really use it. Like, and Ganryu's is a low that is what? Minus... Is it minus 12? Okay, but this is weird because there are so many characters where I don't really know the exact properties of their rage drives. But this is not too bad in my opinion. Steve and Xiaoyu, they should be at the top. And then you have King, Heihachi, Kazuya, Brian, Paul, Marduk. They all have incredible rage drives, really. That fit multiple purposes. Paul's is probably the weakest one out of all of those, I would say. And next up we have Draganov, also multi-purpose rage drive, can cancel it into an unbreakable ultimate tackle. Well, afterwards, after it's connected on block or whatever. Nina's I find really good, super damaging, low crush, wall splat from afar, super plus frames. Alisa's also insane in range and tracking. Asuka's like Brian's, but not as good in my opinion, as you have to press forward to do it. Yoshi, 14 frame, super high damage launcher, double bound. Kazumi's long range, big ass launcher, plus frames, combo filler. And Kuma's can launch grounded. So those are arguably the best rage drives in the game, in my opinion. And after that, you have Julia, Hwoarang, And suddenly, these rage drives are not as impressive, in my opinion, as those first three rows. And then it gets much less impressive as we go down here. And at the bottom here, it's rage drives. Oh wait, Zafina. Zafina should probably be higher. It's just that if you whiff her rage drive, it's almost like she becomes a statue. She just freezes. If you know how to place it, it's pretty good. But it's just that if you whiff that rage drive, you're dead. So for a lot of people, it's gonna be suicide. Yeah, it's like minus 1,000,000 if you whiff. Shouldn't Jack's rage drive be higher though? No, it's just a beefed up debugger. That's all it is. It's not, it's not very good. That's true. It is a safe debugger, and it is unseeable. Yeah, maybe it should be higher. Maybe Devil Jins should take the Jack slot. I mean, certainly it's a launching Hell Sweep that has an electric follow-up for more damage than his normal Hell Sweep, but it's minus 14 on block. A lot of characters get a big ass punish on that. Yeah, it's minus 14. Paul launches it. A lot of characters launch it. Maybe something like that. For the final list. Move up Miguel. Isn't it still shit in the neutral, his rage drive? Yeah, double screw, but it's still bad in the neutral. Doesn't have very good range or tracking, I think. Or maybe it has tracking, but whenever Miguel whiffs his rage drive, he looks like an idiot for 1 second. Enough for you to easily launch him. I think this is a good list, to be honest. You could probably swap a couple of characters, but for the most part, I feel that this is pretty legit. And it's so comical looking back at Steve's rage drive. He used to have the Dempsey roll rage drive for all of Vanilla and Season 1. And it wasn't super good, but it wasn't useless either. And then for Season 2, they buff an already super strong character, and he becomes near perfect, and then they also give him the best rage drive in the game. The developers have always loved Steve. He's always top tier for some reason in all of the games. It has to do with his general play style, of course. Safe, counter hits, good mix-ups, best counter tools in the game, good pressure. But there's also obviously this element of the developers, they really like Steve, so they give him very good frames on all of his stuff. And then everyone's disappointed in his rage drive, and we're like, let's give this perfect character a rage drive, and they give him a perfect rage drive. So he goes from, you know, having a rage drive that you would have put maybe here to best rage drive in the game, in my opinion. So it's, yeah, for some reason, Steve always gets it all. Always. No exception. So, yeah, good list.